Good morning, everyone.
Hey, you know what? Over the last few years, have you been feeling like sluggish, you're gaining weight, you're feeling unusually stressed, you're tired, or you're feeling a little bit foggy? Then this is the show for you. So stay tuned. And Carol, good morning.
Good morning. Good
How
morning
are
to
you doing?
all of you today. We're excited. We are very
We
excited.
are.
Um, we are collaborating. Um, we're doing a show Thursday evening, and it's a party. It's not a show. It's not one of our regular shows. It is a party. We rarely talk about what we do on this show, and yet it's something we need to talk about because many of you have reached out and asked, what do y'all really do? You kind of allude to it now and then. Well, we are having a party and there are gifts and prizes
Yeah.
included. So, and I mean, there's some nice gifts and prizes. I hate that we need to disqualify ourselves, but I mean, I would love to win some of these prizes.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. And the thing is, it's about having fun. Hey, I'm Barbara Ellison, and I'm a transformational life trainer. The thing is though, what does it mean to be to transform your life? This is Monday motivation. And but the thing is, if you are not feeling at your best, how can you possibly be motivated? Whether
Exactly.
that is physically or mentally, or if you're under stress, then that impacts everything and everyone around you, which is what we talk about. Spiraling up, and your words can bring you down, and all of those things, because that is so important. However, sometimes we have to give our physical body, and okay, can I take a minute? And I didn't clear this with you, but I think it would be important.
No.
Just it's okay. See, it's just mean, but
Well, I really don't know where you're going with this,
no,
but
just
the
the
thing is,
analogy of the building, of what how our body is a building.
oh, well, yeah, go ahead.
And I heard this, I've expanded a little bit on it, but it was just a great analogy of how our body works. Like most people can watch a house or a building or something going up in their neighborhood. We have all stopped to see a construction site. I don't care who you are. Most people will stop and look at a construction site. Okay, well, there's four parts to a building. There's the creator, the architect, the person who thought it up. The Sears Tower does not. I'm in Chicago. The Sears Tower did not just show up in the middle of Chicago one day. Okay, so there had to be like an architect. Well, then he had to create the blueprint. Okay, so now you have the blueprint. Well, then you have to have the workers that are going to take so when you have the workers, that's great. But what are the workers going to do if they don't have any raw materials?
Mhm.
Well, guess what? The raw materials for our body is no different. Number one, Carol and I both believe that we have a creator. Absolutely. We are wondrously made. Our blueprint, just our eyes alone,
Well, a cell. It is amazing when
one
you look at a
cell,
cell.
and we have 37.2 trillion cells in our body. Okay, so we have the creator, we have the blueprint. So the little things that are running around our cells are the workers. They're the workers that run around our heart cells and our eye cells and our brain cells and our cells that are in the little tip of our finger that we can point and wave and hi and say hi.
I,
Well, hi, everybody. Hey, those are our cells. But the raw materials going in is what makes those cells work efficiently. So in my case, I had a joint disorder, let's put it that way. And that was very painful. And so consequently, my fingers, if you look, they're kind of crooked. They weren't working correctly. Now they do. I have absolutely no discomfort in my fingers at all. And those are the kinds of things that when you put good things in, it's the same as a car. You put
that's
in
what
good oil in your car, your car is going to run well. You put stuff in it that's cheap and not well made, well, you're going to get the same result.
Or
So
if
that's
it's
our
not
body.
right, if it's
It
not
doesn't
right,
work right.
what if you go and you've seen the little meme with the kid with the hose in the car, and
Yeah,
it's a water hose. He goes, Mommy's going to be so excited that I filled up her car. Well, a car isn't going to run on water.
it's
And
not going to
how
run
many of
water.
y'all realize that so much of what we're putting in our bodies today is no better for our bodies than water is for a car engine?
Right.
It's lacking in nutrition. It's full of chemicals that weren't meant for our body. And that's the problem in this day and time, is that everything's all mixed up
Yeah.
and chemicaled up and changed. And so many
Additives.
people, yes, are moving back to the land, having homesteads, raising chickens, all of those kind of things, sourcing their own food with a garden. And even those things can only go so far because the building products of those things have been tampered with.
Right.
But we are going to, this party we're inviting to you is not a product party. You will hear about it at the end, but it is about how to improve your health in ways that anybody can do, things you can do for free, things that will impact where you are, and even the science behind circling up and circling down. There's a whole science that proves it out now. And like Barbara says, science has finally caught up with what we've been saying for years.
30 years.
And this is it's not going to be a boring fact, but I mean, it will be fact-based, but our presenter is like a world-renowned formulator and scientist and
researcher.
Yes. And she comes from a family that does that. So she has even a legacy and a heritage on it. And so we're so excited that we've been able to procure her time to come and talk to all of our clients. And it won't be broadcast on this form. We will put the information and the meme in this chat. It'll also be up on the channel. So please do come. It will be Thursday night at 7:00 Central Time. It doesn't matter where in the world you are. You can click in on
Come
Zoom
and join us.
and watch it. And we'll even look like the Brady Bunch up there at the beginning. And you'll be able to say, I'm Carol Henderson, and I was invited by the Mavens of Motivation. That's what you would put in the chat box. And that's how you win your prizes. And there'll be there's like 5 different ways to win prizes. And we're so excited because these prizes are nice prizes. And it doesn't matter where in the world you are. We know we have people in other countries that do watch our channel. And so we're just overwhelmingly excited to see everybody come on and everybody get some life nuggets to take home with them. If you want to try to do, use what we use, do what we do, welcome. But if not, take the nuggets that she's going to give you and improve your life and circle on up.
Right. And you might find that what you're already using is I'm already doing these things. Great. It's I love when I go to an event and go, oh wow, I'm doing that one right.
Yes.
We have to give ourselves pats on the backs for the things that we're doing right. And in fact, last night, I was talking to a friend of mine, and she took this big intensive class on last Friday on how to be a show host, and which is really good because she's a TV producer and for E360 TV. And one of the first things she said it was so nice. She said, I learned so much. She said, but I also learned that there's a couple of things that I'm doing right.
Exactly. And give yourself kudos for that. Some
Give
of them
yourself a
you
pat on the
learned,
back.
and some of them you just fell into.
Right, right. And you might be using some other modalities. Great. See how what you're already doing can like even just fit in with something new.
Yeah. And so come and learn how to be the
Yeah,
best you, because I have Life by Design. And that's my whole heart, is to help people design their lives and also help people to get off their prescription medications.
exactly.
And that's something, the healthier you can be, the less medications you will need. And for people in the second half of their life, we've been brought up to think that when you get older, the older you get, the more prescriptions you take, is
Yeah,
kind of where our teaching has been. And that does not need to be true. I am not on any prescription
neither
medication.
am I.
And my husband is only on 2. And that was after being on 23 prescriptions.
Yeah.
Not pills, but prescriptions. And 2 or 3 of them were 8 a day.
Yeah.
And so that's a lot of
Oh,
pills to,
yeah.
carry around in a
Mm-hmm.
container. I mean, the little pill boxes that you pick up at the drugstore would not hold his day's worth of pills, even if
Right.
it was separated by morning, noon, and night. So, let us help you to have a better style of life, to
Yeah.
design it to be everything you wanted it to be. When we were young, my generation, we drove hot rods. You could take your cars that you drove to school and go right straight to the track and race them, because they were called stock cars, and and muscle cars and things like that. And I
Right.
mean, we had some really great cars that are even now very valuable. But, that is something that we want to bring. And I don't know where that bunny trail started or where I was going to end up with that. But,
Hey, talking about muscle cars is always fun.
always fun.
Always fun.
Driving muscle cars is always fun.
Yeah. And I think that's part of what Carol is alluding to, is that it doesn't matter what generation you are, or where you've come from, or where you are in life right now. The thing that we want, and this is one of the things that for myself, I always want to get my clients to realize, is that, what, on any given day you can learn something new.
Oh,
And when you learn
learning,
something new, your body, your brain itself will say, oh, you're making us work. Because right, your brain, let's have a brain lesson for a second. Your brain only knows what you've already done, until your mind can think of something new, or you can hear something new. And then your brain will go, oh, I didn't know that. But now he did. But now it does. So it's an aha moment, or a light bulb moment, whatever. Like I call them instant downloads. Oh, that was an instant download. And all of a sudden I knew it.
well, and I
And then
had a
you
friend
expand on it.
tell years ago, this was when we were traveling in ministry, that she said, new truth will not upset the old truth that is already in you.
Right.
Now, sometimes there's old truth that we think is truth. I mean,
That's
old
actually
thoughts that we think is truth. And sometimes, just like, how many years did they think the world was flat? And some
right.
people do. But
Yeah.
and that's okay. They can think and they can believe what they want. But how many years was that the known concept? How many years did they, well, in our own country, how many years did they think different groups of people were different quality and stuff? The American Indians were very put down and put on reservations because they were not real citizens.
Yeah. And so
Now we know they are, and some of them are absolutely brilliant. And
and we're people. We are all people. We all have the same creator. We all have the same blueprint. different little parts of the blueprint is different. It's
Oh
like the
yeah,
Sears Tower is different than the Hancock Center. Absolutely.
yeah.
But the cells are the same. The building materials that are needed are the
And we
same.
all bleed red.
And we all bleed red. And so why not come and learn? And that's all we're asking. Just come and learn. Come with an open mind.
Yeah. But
And if you glean
come and
something
see
from
what
it,
you can learn.
let us know. If you glean, if you have even one little aha moment, and that's one of the things that I always share with people too. I will go to events. If I only came away with one little nugget that I can use in my life, it was well worth it. So
Yeah.
that's all we're asking. Just come and listen. It might be for you, it might not. That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you might learn something, and not even necessarily that you learned something, but you might have somebody that you know, love, and care about that needs to, that's going to help my friend Susie.
Yes.
My friend Sally has that.
Yeah. Well, and
Great.
let me give a little plug on that. Even if you're just a guest and you
Yeah.
bring friends, you can win a prize.
You can win a prize.
Yeah. You don't have to be in the company or at some status or
Yeah.
wherever. You
You
could
just
be,
have to be excited about your health or the health of a friend.
yes. And so come invite your friends. And when they put in the little chat box where they're from and who invited them, that's all we're asking. I mean, we're not tracking this. It's just we need to know who, because there is a prize for who invited the most people. So
Yeah.
if you are in the later years in life, you may have more friends that are interested.
Right.
Some of the
Exactly.
young ones are starting to get interested, but some of them still think they're 6 foot tall and bulletproof. And, you know,
And I'm going to share a statistic. Right now, starting at age 35, they've done these statistics, but right now they're saying that 1 out of every 6 people, 1 out of 6, has some kind of brain fog or memory loss already
at 35, right?
at 35 and older, because we start losing collagen at 25.
Yeah.
So those of us that are over 50, that's as far as I'm going to say. No, I'm 70.
You're always telling people your age.
I know. I'm going to be 73 in May. And, and I feel better now in my 70s than I did in my 40s. And so that's all we're asking, for you to take a little leap of faith. Come and find out.
Yeah.
You
And
might find out something that changes your life forever.
yes, something that they found is that people start losing their cognitive ability, that's your brain, they start making little missteps 5 years before it can be diagnosed. I mean, and I guess it's just in hindsight looking back, they're going, oh yeah. So, I mean, do you forget why you walked into a room? Do you forget where your keys are? Do you do the head, nose, teeth, key? It's like what I read it this morning, glasses, billfold.
Teeth.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it's the children's version of head, shoulders, knees, and toes. And it's like
Yeah.
you're trying to find like your glasses and your keys and such.
Yeah. I know one day when my mom was starting, because and that's one of the things that why this is so dear to my heart. I have 5 generations of memory loss in my family. And I can remember my mom, she would come down with 2 different color shoes on. And it would be like, oh yeah. And it's the little things that all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm forgetting that, And so if even for that reason, let us know that you're interested in attending. We can say, and if you want to know more details about the prizes, hey, tell us you're coming. Let us know. Just send us a message. We're on everywhere. Send us a message on the channel, or you can look us up on Facebook. We're there. Send us a message. Hey, you know what? Can I bring a friend? And a friend, I just got a note from one of a friend of mine. She's invited 21 people.
Oh my.
She's so excited. Yeah.
Cool.
I said,
And she's totally unrelated with us business wise.
But yeah, she's
Yeah.
invited
So
21
you
people.
don't have to be in anything. And you don't
Yeah,
have to choose to be in anything. Bring your friends because you never know who might be helped.
right. And then you and that you were the catalyst for helping
Yes.
them.
And that's such a good feeling to
Yeah.
have people come back and say, well, just like Barbara comes to me and says, I'm so glad that you told me about this. Because
Yeah.
she was healthy. She thought
Yeah.
she was as healthy as she could get because she had
Yeah.
been working, doing various things to take care of her body. And I'm going, just give it a try.
Yeah.
Just give it a try. And she did, and it has changed her life. And even since we've been on the show, it has changed her life.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. Just it's like my brain has turned on. And
well, and Jason, your other co-host, when he was going back
oh,
over shows, yeah, tell
yeah.
that part.
Jason one day he said, Barbara, I was looking for a picture of you to post. He said, and I found some pictures from 10 years ago. You look better now.
Well, and a year ago,
Yeah.
just a little over a year ago now, Barbara was going, have you changed your makeup? Have
Yes.
you changed your skincare? What are you doing?
Mhm.
And all I had done was I was in the trial run on the collagen. And so I had gone from that part of the trial was we had to go 2 weeks with no collagen in our body. And I was on a good collagen. Now I'm on a great collagen. And
Yeah.
personally, I don't think I look my age. So
No, no,
anyway,
no. People say to me all the time, you're what? And I'm like, yeah.
yeah.
And okay, I'm going to tell on myself. I remember when I was in high school, I had a teacher. Her name was Miss Richards, and she had snow white hair. Very early, very early. She was, and I can always remember thinking, oh, someday I want my hair to be that white. And every once in a while, I still look in the mirror and go, I love my white hair.
It does look
And
good on you.
and as I'm getting older, my white hair is making me look younger because it's such a contrast, because my skin is getting so much younger looking. And it has just been such fun. Such fun.
Well,
Although my grandchildren, every once in a while, I was like, Grammy, you need to put pink. You need to put pink on the top of your hair. I might.
yeah. Or do
Just a
it like I
temporary.
did a few weeks ago. I do it
Yeah.
with spray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking,
Next time
right.
you're here, I have red, white, and blue. We'll have to do you
Ooh,
some,
yes. When I come in June, we'll do
yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'm going to Texas in June, taking my sister and her husband too. We're going to have a road trip. I'm so excited. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Anyways, enough of us fall to roll. Come to the event on Thursday and just
You will
come.
be glad you did.
You will be glad you did.
And if nothing else, just for the information,
Yep,
you will be glad you did.
exactly. So, should we just share I think we should share the address.
Yes, we can. And also I'll put a meme in the chat.
Okay. So the address is good. It's just going to be really easy. It's a Zoom link. It's Team Z. Z for us Canadian, for the Canadians and Australians. Team Z, Team Z, globalzoom.com. Very easy. Write it down. Team Z Global Zoom.com.
Yes.
Come and
And we
join
will
us.
be there. We're hosting the party.
And yes, and we are hosting. So yeah, come early, stay late, ask questions. Ask questions.
Yes.
We're going to have a Q&A at the end for people that want to ask specific questions.
And
Or
come,
send us
come
a
on
question so
early.
that we can have it ahead of time.
Yeah, come on early. It does start at 7 Central, but we're asking everybody to come on 15 minutes early,
Yeah.
so that they can put in where they're from, so they can meet each other too. Because
Yeah.
this is one where it's not just hearing us talk; it's everybody gets a voice, and that's when we're going to be looking for prizes. So everybody that's on early gets to be in for prizes.
And gets put in the drawing.
Yes.
So it's going to be fun.
Okay.
So,
well,
anyways.
guys, this has been fun. Thoroughly enjoying it. And
We just really really ask you to share, if this has even touched your heart at all, share it out, send it to a friend, invite them, come and listen, check out our other stuff on our channel. And you know what? We would love to hear from you. Okay, if
Yes.
there's anything that you want us to talk about, let us know.
Yes.
Or if you want to be a guest, if you have had a hankering to be on a podcast, then let us know and we'll bring you on one of our other shows. We have 2 other interview shows. You know,
Yes.
the Aging Experts and Thoughtful Thursday. If you have ever thought that you would like to, and we have had so many people that have come on for the first time and said, "Oh, this was such fun. Come and
Yeah.
have some fun
And
with
they were
us."
even people that were dreading it.
Oh,
They're
they were,
going,
oh,
oh, this was fun.
this was fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, absolutely. So everybody, we will see you on Thursday. Or if we don't see you on Thursday, we'll see you next Monday. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye.